I talk, you listen. Welcome to my one-man panel of madness. Hey, it's Dr. Giahu. A lot of stuff to talk about. One thing I just have to get off my chest because it's been bothering me, and that is the fact that people, directors and studios keep pushing their stuff back. You may have learned that Wonder Woman is, again, pushing their date now to December. Now, I don't want to think that it's Patty Jenkins, because I kind of like her, but I'm really not going to like her anymore if she keeps doing this because she wants it in theaters. Now, look, I'm all about the theater experience, but here's my point. One, they're getting more and more expensive. Two, now there's also a pandemic danger thing, so it's like, okay, I might go to a movie theater and I might get coronavirus at the same time. So, there's a little bit of fear there. Three, it's just, I think that in this day and age, right now, through this whole pandemic, we need to have stuff, available to us. I feel like if there's a way, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit selfish to hold this back because you want it in theaters, to have that big theater, experience. And I agree, fine. Yes, Wonder Woman, great. It should be seen in theaters because it's probably going to be sort of epic, great. But right now, that's not what's happening. And I think we need to look at what's happening right now and how can I use this movie to help the fans. That would be my thought if I was Patty Jenkins. If it's Warner Brothers, I understand. I worked for Warner Brothers before. I know they make a lot of dumb mistakes. They want to keep pushing this. I know a lot of theaters were upset because the movie was pushed back again. Tenet was open. It's doing pretty good internationally, but here in America, at home, it's not. There's just not enough theaters open. A movie that had close to 300,000, 300 million plus budget. Bringing in 29 million is not going to cut it. So, I think that we need to look at what these producers and directors and studios can do to help the fans at home right now. And I've been doing some research. Even a lot of fans are saying to them, are posting on Twitter and Facebook, hey, love movies, but I don't think I'm going to be going back to a movie theater anytime soon. There's just not enough people to get, to the theaters. Now, I recently purchased Bill and Ted. Actually, the weekend that it came out. I'm a huge Bill and Ted fan. I mean, I grew up with the first two movies. So when this one came out, I was very excited that they went VOD. That doesn't mean it didn't open in theaters. It had a limited theatrical, release, which is good, fine. But the whole thing's back until it's clear. Look, we're not going to have the all clear anytime soon. It is going to take time. This is the new way of living for a little bit. So we have to get used to it. And the studios have to realize that you need to just let go of this idea that, well, it can't be released right now. So, and not just Wonder Woman, but Candyman. It's supposed to be out in October. And, of course, they pushed it now to sometime next year. And I think, and I actually read the post by the director, which I just completely I agree and disagree with her. I understand. It's her baby. She wants to have it shown in theaters. But you have to look at the reality and learn to say, hey, I need to just get this out there, get it to the fans, people who are, and actually, I wouldn't see it anyways. I love the first Candyman. That's my Candyman. Tony Todd is the Candyman. Just want to put that out there. So, I wouldn't see it anyways, but I already saw everybody commenting on her, her message, her post, is that they're not going to go see it, and it would be dumb for her to put it next year because most people wouldn't even see it next year. So yeah, I was just a little ticked about Wonder Woman being pushed away. Anyways, back to Bill and Ted, though. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad they put it out. It was a great movie. Oh, wait, let me not say great. No, sorry. The first one was great because it was cool. This one had a lot of just charm to it. It did have aspects of hope. And, I mean, the whole final sequence, the whole ending of the movie was I was in tears. I'm not going to lie. From the very beginning, when they sort of, had, actually, I don't want to tell you if you haven't seen it, but it's listen, just get it. It's like $24, but you purchase it which is where I think Mulan went wrong. Is for Mulan you have to not only get Disney Plus, but you also have to pay the $30 for it. With Bill and Ted, I just bought it on Vudu. That's it. Boom, done. 24. I own it. It's mine, and that's it. So, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it as a fan of the last two Bill and Teds. Yeah, yeah. You got to see it. Just support them. And it's what does it call it? Fresh on the tomato meter, which I really don't care about. But anyways, moving on. Other news that has come out that I knew was coming at some point, but Walking Dead is coming to an end. 2022 with series 11. And I think that Walking Dead was one of those shows too that just I was really excited. Still a fan, but I was really into it the first I'm gonna say first 5, 6 seasons, and somewhere along there I started just okay, well, I'm watching it now just because I want to watch it, or I'm watching it now because I just want to catch up so I can talk about it with friends. To be honest, I didn't even finish series 9. Oh, sorry, season 9. Ooh, little Doctor Who there. I didn't finish season 9. So I haven't even done season 10, and so we'll have to get through season 11. And then, of course, at the same time, they talk about the spinoff with Carol and Daryl that's coming in 2023. So at least we know, I guess, spoiler or not, that the only two people that might survive are Carol and Daryl. But I think this show should have really come to an end maybe with this 10th season, because obviously it could continue to go on forever. You change the cast, Doctor Who, and it could continue. But I think that it just gets, there's certain subjects that get monotonous, and you can try to keep it fresh, maybe with a few spin-offs. Fear the Walking Dead, I mostly watch now for my friend Mo Collins. But even that, I don't even remember what season I stopped watching. I think I just watched a little bit to see Mo in it. And other than that, I really haven't really cared as much. I mean, there was a time where it was a big thing. It was a big premiere. Every time we went to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, it was always there and it was cool. But now it's like too much. So, not even too much. It's just like, okay, it's good. It should have sort of ended with when it was at its high point. But, that's me. Anyways, another thing that I kind of really liked that sort of came out this week was Dune. Now, love the first one, the original with Kyle MacLachlan and Sting, and it was a great production. It was confusing for me as a kid. I remember when I first saw it on video. Yes, there was a thing called video. I was kind of confused, but I really liked the visuals and the way that it was told, the story. Then there was a Sci-Fi Channel version that they did, and I have that one on DVD, and I kind of like that too with the upgrade, sort of updated special effects. And this new version, I'm kind of getting into, but the funny thing is that even with a great trailer, all I can think about was Jason Momoa's baby face. Because, he's in it, but he's shaven. And I never realized how much of a baby face he's got. By baby face, I mean, like, I kind of have these dimples, these cheeks that are kind of big and puffy, and they're like baby face. And I just couldn't stop thinking. I'm like, look how baby face he looks. It's not, it's not Aquaman. So it'll be interesting to see when this comes out, how they did. So we'll see about that. I've kind of been slipping the words Doctor Who into this, now that I'm thinking about it. And it's probably because I've been thinking a lot about Doctor Who. And one of the things that is really exciting is that there is going to be a 5-part, 10-minute animation shorts coming out in November. And anything Dalek for me is awesome. They're one of my favorite monsters. Or actually, you can't call them monsters, but sci-fi baddies. And that was kind of interesting. It all ties to the whole Time Lord Victorious, I'm going to call it saga. Because, you got the comic books, you've got the Big Finish audios, and now these little 5, 10-minute animations. It's about 50 minutes of animation. That's great. And so the trailer popped, and I liked it. I mean, even just the sound of the Daleks, that low hum when they appear, you just like, yes, Daleks, exterminate, awesome. So I'm really happy for that, because I'm going through Doctor Who withdrawals. And when this whole coronavirus stuff happened, my concern was, sweet Time Lords, what's going to happen with production? Because they have announced that production will be starting within the next few weeks. Now, there was a rumor that came out, on the Mirror, which you can believe it, or you may not choose to believe it. I choose to wait. Said that there may be a delay, and that really annoys me. Not because it's not like we don't have enough Doctor Who to go back and watch. Certainly there is. But I have so many questions about, the Joe Martin Doctor and so forth, and the Doctor's past, and I really want to get more into. I'm impatient when it comes to my fandom, and I can wait. And we know we have the holiday special. We don't know if that's going to be this December or if it's going to be January. But still, I want there to be Doctor Who next fall, because they take this giant gap, which is so annoying. And this never really happened. I mean, it kind of sort of happened a little bit with Stephen Moffat a few times, but it wasn't so far off. It wasn't like, because this is going to be more than a year, to be honest, that it's going to be more than a year that we won't have a Doctor Who series. We'll have the special, but not the series. And I don't know. That's why sometimes I know a lot of fans are complaining that they don't like this Doctor Who production team, because they keep doing this and the secrecy. And, that just leads to rumors and spoilers. So I am praying to the high Time Lord gods that they are able to get us something at least by maybe October, November, because I think they originally were going towards September of next year, so it'd be like a year. But with all the delays in production and filming, we don't know. So I'm going to stay on the side of hope, as the Doctor says. Travel hopefully. The universe may surprise us. So hopefully that, they're starting production. They maybe made some shifts, some tweaks here and there. Maybe they're not going to be flying as much as possible. Or, they decide they can film everything they can in studio. Once everything's all clear, they can start traveling. Go back to the way they did Doctor Who, in its soundstage. We have green screen now. I mean, if we learned anything during this pandemic, is that you can produce any TV show, if you have the right imagination and the right ideas. You can do it from where you are, really. So, anyways, that's what I have. Another cool thing about Doctor Who is that we do have a New York Comic Con panel on October 8th with just Jodie and Mandip. So we'll have to see what they have and what they're bringing. Hopefully it's another, teaser or trailer for the holiday. Maybe we'll get a holiday date and maybe a date for next year. Now, sources that are with the BBC, I think I did read that one person said the rumors are not accurate, that they're playing it by ear to see how it's going to work. They might be able to come back next year with something. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Anyways, I think I've rambled long enough. I know the show is called Ramblings, but yeah, that's all I have. So have fun, be safe, don't be a prick, and be kind.